Game 3 between Feanor and MoAre4. Feanor now with the Britons, MoAre4 Koreans, and I think MoAre4 is in a difficult position because it always feels strange when you have been beaten with civilizations and now changing. You know how to play against your own strategy that you chose before, and MoAre4 did not go for a very aggressive strategy. So if you can go up to Imperiality with the Koreans, you know what to do. At this point, Feanor probably thinking, I should do something else, something a little bit different than MoAre4 was doing in the first game, and I expect him to go aggressive in this game, maybe with mangonels, which are not ideal against Koreans, of course. Korean mangonels just better, but maybe a castle forward, and this short distance between the two players' bases are really good for that. Main stone really forward for MoAre4. Let's go for his base first, because I'm pretty sure Feanor has an idea of what he's doing. Let's see what it actually is later on. The third gold outside for MoAre4, far to the left, second stone adjacent to the walls, main stone forward, so both stones actually in the front. He needs to take stone more or less, because if he's not doing it at the start, he won't do it all game long. We have 3-4 deer outside, the boar inside for the first boar. Where's the second boar for him? Also inside the main gold, pretty safe in the back, but adjacent to forest, not too nice. Extra gold in the back as well. That means we're missing the second gold, which is safe inside. Actually, not a bad map here. We have 1, 2, 3 relics, as far as I can see, around MoAre4 space, but this one also pretty close to Feanor, of course. Let's go for Feanor's map right now, because except for the extra stone and extra gold that are in the north, we don't really see too much here. One relic inside for Feanor, the last relic on the left hand side closer to space. Same stone situation, but on the far end, and this is a lot better for Feanor. Let's see if he's going for stone early on. 3 deer outside, he's gonna be able to lure them in if he wants to. The main gold for him really forward. This is not good, but I think a castle coming up around here will make sure that Feanor can take this main gold without problems. Also, second and third gold safe in the back, which is nice for him. Other than that, nothing in the back base, but he has one to rely on if he had actually to go back, which I doubt actually. So for now, except for this main gold, Feanor's map looking good, and I guess, he's the one going aggressive, so he shouldn't have too much trouble. Being the Britons, he should be up faster, he should be able to get a castle up easily, and I'm going faster right now because I want to see where this game is going. We're not going to see a lot in Dark and Feudal Age, except for maybe what player is going on stone, or how many are we going to see on gold. The standard things. Let's just wait for that. Double lumber camp here, double lumber camp for Feanor. No, not yet. Only one lumber camp going for that second goal in the back. Makes a lot of sense. A little bit of villager idle time, and 2 villagers on stone already. Is he going for a house? Ooh, no. Feudal age 25 population. That's so early. Not sure if he's going to be able to get a castle up here in time, and this is going to be really dangerous. Actually, it's a little bit too early in my opinion, but he probably didn't want to get house, so he said, I am just going to click up. Makes more sense. MoAre4 not going for stone at all, and this is something I disagree with. I think he should have gone for stone immediately in Dark Age. Not the best idea, because he must accept Feanor to go aggressive. We do get Market and Blacksmith up, a little bit even protecting this wood line. Rewalling stone walls, good idea here from Feanor as well. MoAre4 going with Blacksmith Market, and both players almost clicking up at the same time. So this looks like a little bit of a boom play to me, maybe Siege Workshop to defend or even to go aggressive. And we know that Feanor with 6 villages on stone is going for a castle, most likely forward castle here. 5 farms up for him, and for riches on berries is gonna have a little bit of food when he reaches castle age, also to get the upgrades, of course. And MoAre4 6-7 farms maybe up, berries just running out, and he's going for stone now, and that's really late here. Castle age for Feanor. Where do we see the castle? Coming up really forward, directly in front of the gates. Ooh, and the Siege Workshop will go up very fast, but so will the castle, and I think it's gonna take a little bit of time until the first mangonels coming out. So MoAre4 will be try to fight this villagers, no loom, and Feanor has loom. The scout, of course, gonna go down very fast, but Feanor is even sending more villagers. Where's the first mangonel coming out? I have to switch, I have to see this. Mangonel 60%, but the castle should almost be faster. We see castle on 76. The mangonel should be up faster, but Feanor is sending so many villagers that he should be able to get this castle up without any problems. The villagers now have loom for MoAre4. One mangonel shot on the villagers, one going down, but that's all she wrote. This mangonel is dying. The 4 villagers here will be dying too. and Feanor got that castle up. Very important here. Knifer spent a little bit of stone to get a TC up on the main stone, which is not happening now. TC instead coming up on that main gold. Maybe here would have been even better. Not sure about it. And of course Feanor is starting to go aggressive with that forward castle. Lumberman production is starting. The first Lumberman is taking down villagers. Those villagers will all die. Feanor should let any of those villagers go away. And those two are doomed. Maybe two of them are surviving, because those two are not being attacked right now. They're gonna go around, maybe take a few deer in the meantime. But the other two went down. Another mangonel going to the back here, and we do see more Longbowmen on the way. 5+1 range, so not great yet. And Feanor, a lot of villagers in gold now, makes sense. He probably wants to use the market as well. Guess I can go a little bit faster at this point and see what Knifer is doing to be able to defend from this early push. The TC will go up in a matter of seconds, I guess. He's got 190 stone. He must have bought some stone to get another TC up. Yeah, there we go. TC coming up on the wood line. Can you see the extra gold? I hope so. Perfect. And maybe we're gonna see monasteries later on. Not yet. The Longbowman going out just to have a little bit of vision, probably maybe a little bit of map control. The siege workshop is the first target from Feanor. Actually, he's not going in. He's starting to take down the siege workshop. Makes a lot of sense. One mangonel just in case. Maybe Knife should get another one, but does not have the wood right now. Just going for a boom. I think 2 TCs and mangonel defense would have been a lot better. Let's see what Feanor is doing now. He's got a monastery up, so he's going to go for those relics. He's still got a few villages on stone, meaning he could think about a second castle, maybe inside Knifer's wall in a short time. Ooh, this villager almost dead. 3 HP left. That's not a lot here. And more villagers going to gold. He must be spending the gold on Lumberman and maybe on, I don't know, on buying food, something like that, to get upgrade. First, Predator taking down this gate almost, and the castle might be able to do the rest. Go for another one. Yeah, he wants to get in now. 2 mangonels defending, and a siege workshop coming up for Knifer. He's got not enough farms for 3 TC booming, maybe for 2. And let's see if Feanor going in. Knifer can see this, of course. He can see everything. Using the mangonel 8 range to try and take down the Longbowman. Nice split here. First mangonel being attacked. Again splitting. Good shot. 3 Longbowmen going down. Only 4 remaining, and those are injured. So for now, mangonel defense is working, and I think Knifer is going to repair these mangonels as long as he can. In the meantime, I guess we do see a few relics coming in from Feanor. Yes, he wants to get as much gold as possible. Knifer, villager number 56 against 38 from Feanor. He's doing good with the mangonels for now. Actually, nice defense here. The mangonels, the Longbowmen can't really do a lot against the Korean mangonels here. So Knifer is safe at this point. Question is, what is he gonna do? How fast is he gonna be up to Imperial Age? And does he really need it? Does he need a castle, or is he going for bombard cannons later on? And how fast will Feanor be able to push this? So I'm gonna switch back to Feanor's point of view. He's got so much stone in the bank. Look at this. The forward castle will come up, probably to guard these 2 stones even more. Only the extra stone on the map could be taken by Knifer, which he, let me check, he can see it. Yes, he can, but I think the scout from Feanor is patrolling around to be able to see any villagers that are going out. Housed at 60 population, night production starting here from Feanor. Interesting, he wants to take on these mangonels. There's a monk out on from the monastery here for Knifer. Probably he is expecting those knights and going for a spearman. Actually, I'm pretty sure he could not see the stables. No chance at all. But he expects this. He knows how to kill mangonels. Yeah, knights is a good idea. So I want to counter this. I use spearmen. I use the monks. And for now, Knifer with a good job here. Almost 30 villagers more, so he should have a way better economy. Wheelbarrow is done for him, and the question is Feanor going up to Imperial Age, or is he going to castle drop then? With a lot of army here, 23 military units against only 9 from Knifer. This could go either way, really. Stone walls coming up at all positions. This is a very good idea. I think you don't really want to take this fight. Maybe you like to hide behind the walls, use a few mangonel shots, and then make sure that you can get up to Imperial Age in safety, get army out, and transition. Feanor, except for food, he could click up to Imperial Age, but very low on food. Wheelbarrow coming from him as well. And sitting on almost 2 castles, this is not a good idea. The Longbowmen going around, but they're not going to find anything. Mouse doing weird things, whatever. Let's see. And I'm not sure what Feanor's plan is here, because he is not doing anything. He's idling his army completely. He may be able to snipe a villager or two here, having 8 range. That's not the biggest problem. Yeah, one going down, the other villager is going to the back immediately, I guess. They can take wood there. Maybe an outpost would be good here, but of course stone is present. And both players clicking up at the exact same time. Look at this. This is amazing. 2936. Feanor probably bought a lot of food here. 159 the food price. Maybe Knifer did the same thing. Second castle coming up, but outside just in case. And I'm assuming Knifer will go for Onchess as soon as possible. He's going forward right now, but to what end? He will not be able to stop this castle, and there is the lumberman coming forward. That's enough to take down mangonels easily, because we have the +2 attack and +3 range already. So we should probably rewall this, yes, go back into Age and wait for the Onager upgrade. He needs more siege workshops, should build them right now, and he's doing that as I speak, deleting a few farms, makes sense. Go for Onagers, go maybe for... He cannot go for stone. What can he do? He can't go for towers. Cannot go get a castle up, so no trebuchets for him. And we do see a third castle come up for Feanor, and both players gonna reach Imperial exactly the same time. Imagine we're gonna see trebuchets here. Look at this, but no laughter. Trebuchet, trebuchet, trebuchet. Yes, 3 of them coming in immediately. A few knights and a scout going around, but there's still nothing out for Knifer. Knifer going for Orange immediately. He's got 5 mangonels already. Siege workshop number 4 coming up and doing chemistry. Interesting to see. Not sure if that's a good idea. Of course, it adds, I think, adds attack points to the mangonels, but it slows down the projectiles. The first trebuchets taking or starting to take down the towers and probably possible the siege workshops. Yes, TC is in danger too. Another siege workshop coming up in the back, and Knifer might even be able to go for the siege onager, but for now he's opting for bombard cannons and onagers at this point. Few pikemen are on the field, makes sense. Problem is those trebuchets, they have 16 range and they can attack a lot before they're going down. So even siege engineers, ooh, this is interesting. We're gonna see a siege fight here, of course backed up by knights and longbowmen for Feanor, backed up by pikemen and few monks here from Knifer. Knifer does not have a lot of space. This might be a problem for him. Also, he will have a difficult time to take gold. He's taking this gold, but where's his third gold? I forgot about that. He's got the extra gold in the back. This is good. In the back. I don't know where the third gold from Knifer was. We've seen the main gold. That's this one. The second gold here. No, third gold is outside. He won't be able to take this. And the trebuchets are being used to take down onagers, I guess. Onagers moving. Nice micro here. Now the knights moving in. And the monks are pretty far away in 9 range. I don't think get blocked, do they? No idea. Knights being sacrificed here, but only 2 going down to take down more onagers. This is a good strategy from Feanor. Taking the map control, taking the stone, and taking down onagers here. And that's so many trebuchets. This could actually be a Japanese instead of a Britons player, but now finally 1 trebuchet going down. The problem is there's already 4 or 5 onagers that are non-existent anymore. Bombard cannons, 12 range, 12 plus 1 actually, they're not going to be good enough. And another onager shot on those trebuchets, trying to take down longbowmen, but Feanor right now with a really beautiful micro. He must have all the 5 relics. Knifer lost a few villages here because the scout was there, and the bomber can going down to the trebuchet fire. And I think Feanor will be able to produce more traps if he needs them. He's going for Longman right now, but he's got a lot of resources in the bank, and he may either go for Yeoman. Oh, Yeoman are actually done. Siege Onager coming in from Knifer, but elite longbowman now from Feanor. This could get really interesting, but Feanor with the map control in a very good position right now, and not being able to take stone is really bad here for Knifer, because he cannot get that +3 range that he would love to have here. It's only +2, and the longbowman with soon 6 + 6 range. There we go, elite longbowman upgrade is done. They're gonna be able to outrange the onagers by 2 actually, and that's quite a lot here. Onagers trying to move forward, but look at this range from the from the Longbow man. The Trebuchet is standing there waiting for something to do. Of course, Feanor is patient here, doesn't want to rush too fast. Actually, battering ram, no cap ram, sorry, being created makes sense. Can take down Trebuchets, and they're not really vulnerable to the elite Longbowman fire. Siege Archer is done, very important to see. Feanor going back immediately. Does he have knights left? I don't see them. How is he going to cope with this? This could be interesting. Trebuchet is going to start and hit the Siege Archers immediately. One going down, but Siege Archer shots now on those traps. Good from Knifer at this point. He's taking on all the Trebuchets. The elite Longbowman in a perfect position here. 6-5 cap rams remaining. Ooh, flattening. Look at this. A lot of elites Longbowmen going down. The Siege Archers will die, of course, but now there is the cap rams moving forward, trying to take down the first castle. Problem is, Knifer lost so much gold here, lost so many Siege Archers. I'm not sure if it was worth it because the elite Longbowmen are still standing here. No defense upgrades, but except for chemistry, all the attack upgrades. And there is knights and villagers starting to take down those cap rams, also repairing. So this attack was actually not working. Not enough rams here. And now Feanor is saying, no, you're not taking down my castles. I'm taking your stone, I'm taking your gold. There is TCs up. And Knifer is low on everything. Not looking good for him. A lot of idle villagers. He's got a good economy, at least from villager numbers, but it's really not looking too promising. Another TC for Feanor, also up on the extra gold here. And now the bomber cannon is starting to attack this castle. Elite Longbowman moving forward, and the first bomber cannon going down immediately. The other one should be relatively safe. Siege Archers now starting to attack the castle. Good idea, actually. They have significant damage on buildings, actually, even on castles. And the first castle went down, and Feanor should get enough stone in to build another castle if he needs it, but for now he's using the elite Longbowman. He's trying to micro them as good as possible, and we still don't have the +3 range, of course, because it's just too expensive for Knifer. So the elite Longbowmen are good here against almost everything. Knifer doesn't really have an answer to the fully upgraded elite Longbows, or almost fully upgraded, doesn't really matter. And 11 range on the Siege Archers would be good, 13 range on the Bombard Cannons are alright, but they're not having the same splash damage as the Siege Archers. So this is a very interesting matchup where Feanor, I feel, still has the edge with the 5 relics in the bank, with the control of all stones, with control of Knifer's third gold, and this game might go for a while longer, but in the long run Knifer needs to get rid of these castles or find another way to get the stone in. This is the last one I could think about, but he's not going out here, and losing more Siege Archers, a few shots on the elite Longbowmen, but they are, it's easy to replace them at this point. 2 castles up, that's enough at this point. A few elite Longbowmen now going around, and this is open, so now he's starting to raid here. Feanor could spot the villagers, more cap ram coming in, but I think Feanor will also try to micro as much as possible, and the cap ram are not moving forward. There's no siege archers left as far as I can see. This is dangerous now for Knifer. The villagers went down, he was not able to go out and to try and take stone. Nice siege shots now, but the Longbowmen are pretty spread out. More rams on the way, but there's a few knights already waiting. The third castle now coming up again. Siege workshops also coming up for Feanor. What is he trying to do? Maybe even mangonels? Yes, against the Capra, mangonels will be alright. The siege is going down fast, and there is the knights taking care of the Capra. Of course, we don't have siege rams for Koreans, and that means Knifer is in trouble because Feanor is controlling this game completely. Look at this. He's got a lot of gold in the bank. He's taking the extra gold. He's taking this gold. He's got sufficient eco to provide enough resources for elite Longbowman production. Finally, upgrades coming in. And he's even going for Onager, which is really interesting. Not sure if that's a good idea. Maybe it's just for defensive purposes. But he doesn't really need anything else other than elite Longbowman. And he just will starve Knifer here inside his own base. He probably doesn't even have gold to mine. Yeah, no gold income for Knifer, no relics, no nothing. 229 gold. So what are you going to do here? Your siege archers are all you have. Actually, he managed to get a cast up, so he must have bought the 650 stone that he needed, which must have been quite expensive. Going for trebuchets at this point, but the Orange is moving forward here. And I imagine this trebuchet, while it's attacking the castle, it may go down relatively fast. Look at the 2 archers from Feanor. Microing, nice. The first trebuchet going down. Can he get the other one down as well? Siege Onager 1 for 2, but that's alright. 1 trebuchet, 1 Siege Onager going down. It's actually a good trade-off. There's another trebuchet coming in, but I imagine Feanor will also use knights and to get rid of the traps here. But getting this castle up was very important for Knifer, who is still very, very low in gold, who is still not getting any gold in. The knights on the right-hand side actually making sure that they cannot escape here. Ooh, and over-chopping soon. This might be dangerous. If the Longbowmen would go around right now, they would find this wood line totally exposed. And still 3 castles up. Trebuchets against trebuchets also makes sense. The pikemen are really not doing a lot. Cartography coming in for Knifer. Is that real? Yes, he's doing it. I guess this is some form of GG. Just wants to get, or maybe it was a misclick, but yeah, really? Why? It doesn't make sense at all. You really don't want moving forward, trying to take down the rest of the Siege Onagers. And I imagine this game should not go for too much longer. And there is the GG. I love that research at the end. Feanor showing how good the Longbowmen can be. Now, when the Siege Onagers don't have that 11 range, and he's been playing impressive, using the weakness of Knifer's map, which was the 2 stones in the front. Knifer should have gone for stone a lot earlier. He needed to take control of the stone here, which he did not realize, I guess. So, Feanor, very, very smart, winning this game, going to the lead, and we might see the last game, game 4. I hope not, because it's been an interesting series, but see you there, see you in the next game.